If I could pick 3 exercises per muscle group, these are the exercises I would choose. Before we get into it, if you're new to my channel, my name is John-Baptiste and I talk training, food, you name it. So yeah, don't forget to subscribe. Let's talk about chest first. The 3 exercises that I would choose for chest is dumbbell incline chest press machine, and a cable fly variation that slightly hits a bit more of the lower part of your chest. All 3 exercises hits the entire chest. The good thing about dumbbells is that you have to stabilize the dumbbells a little bit, so you're using supporting muscles to help with that movement. You've also got the ability to move the dumbbells in a certain angle that fits your physique. The machines I like to use converge inwards, so they start off wide and they come inwards. Again, really isolating that chest muscle really well. Cables, again with the cables, you get tension right through the whole movement. So even at the end of the movement, when you're bringing the cables together, you have that tension there. This tension can sometimes be lost when you're using dumbbells. Hence why cable variation is 1 out of the 3 that I picked. Okay, moving on to back. Pull-ups is king. I've been doing these for years. This has really been the base of my back. You know, you can do various movements, different angles. I like just the typical pull-ups where your hands are a bit wider. I always say if you can do 10 full reps of pulling up your own body weight, you will have a good. The second exercise is the T-bar row. Well, any kind of bent over movement, but I've picked the T-bar row just because I just like that feeling you get when you're pulling the bar up to your chest, you know, especially with a V grip. You really can feel the thickness in the back as you're doing that movement. And the third exercise is a wide grip seated row, taking the grip nice and wide and bringing your elbows back, really helping and working on the thickness of the middle part of the back. Again, you can do different grips if you want to, but these are the grips that I have chosen so we can hit the majority of the back. So if you're getting some good value from this video, then make sure you hit the subscribe button. Shoulders, good old shoulders. So here are the 3 exercises I've got. Dumbbell lat raises, dumbbell shoulder presses, and some dumbbell reverse fly. Again, lat raises, which is for the side of your delts. The side part of your shoulders don't really get worked quite often. I would definitely make sure this is an exercise that I'm doing with dumbbells. I mean, you can use cables if you want to as well, but again, lateral raises, bringing your arms to the side, hitting that part is very, very important. Obviously, your dumbbell shoulder presses, which will hit most of the heads of your shoulders as well. Again, don't overcomplicate it. Don't overcomplicate it, straight over your head and bring it down and get a nice stretch. And some dumbbell reverse flies just to hit a little bit more of the rear delt. So with these 3 exercises, we can really get a nice rounded, muscular look in the shoulders. And also your traps as well, especially when you're doing a lat raise. You can secretly get the traps in as well. Okay, moving on to bicep. 3 exercises I've got for you here. Incline dumbbell curls. You can really get a nice stretch from your bicep with these dumbbells when you're sitting on an incline bench. Rope curls, again, hitting your forearms as well. And I like these because you just get a nice little stretch. You can maneuver the ropes as well to kind of how you feel during that set. Just get a nice little pump all round. And these last ones are dumbbell concentration curls. I love these. I've been doing these for years. Okay, really locking in your knees, bringing the dumbbell to the side, and just isolating that bicep. Again, you can't really go heavy with this, which is what I like. You really get a nice feel with this movement. Okay, moving on to triceps. Overhead rope extensions, I really like this. You get a nice squeeze and contraction when you're using a rope. I prefer these than to use dumbbells. Really hitting the long head of your tricep. And for me, my elbows do not hurt with this movement. Keep it with the rope again, just bringing your elbows in and just doing your typical rope extensions. This again is another one I like to do. I like to do this with heavyweight and light reps as well. And then the last movement is the close presses. Again, old school. You can really feel this. If you do this properly, don't put on too much weight, really bring in your arms, really hold the bar nice and close. You will be able to feel these. Keep those elbows tucked in and trust me, you're gonna get your tricep. You will feel a bit on your chest and shoulders as well, front shoulders, but majority of the time, if you don't go too heavy, elbows close, you will feel it on the triceps.
Okay, so next up is leg. These 3 exercises that I have picked work predominantly the entire leg, just in different ways. So the first one we've got is leg press, a great machine where you can actually push quite a bit of weight. And again, you have the flexibility of moving your feet around on the platform. Next up is lunges. These are great for, again, quads, your glutes, your hamstrings, and even your calves. Very, very hard exercise to do, but it's great for working the entire part of the lower body. And last of all, good old squats. As you can see, I'm using the Smith machine here, but again, a free barbell is fine as well. But squats, again, you can't really beat it, to be honest. Just be careful and lift within your means.
And last of all, we've got abs, okay? Good old abs. I hate training abs, but these are the 3 exercises that I would recommend. Just your typical leg raises, your oblique twist for the side part of your ab, and just using this rope and doing an ab curl. Crunching, and again with abs, I don't tend to like to go too heavy with abs. I do prefer more body weight stuff, but again, it is important, it is a muscle group, so make sure you are training your abs as well. So there you go, those are the 3 exercises that I would recommend you do if you had to choose 3. If you got some value from this content, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And if you've got any questions or any other videos that you want me to do, let me know in the comments. All right, I'll see you soon.